I had been approached by Dan. Dan and I had worked together in the past. I used to manage one of the teams I was on for them, but I had quit for a while. And Dan approached me and said, hey, we're looking to build a team. We don't really know where to start. Can you help us out? I honestly really didn't want to do it. I had quit for about 4 months and I was not unhappy. Totally fine not being in esports, was totally fine not doing anything. I kept up with League of Legends a little bit, watched a lot of the pro scene, but yeah, he said that they had money that they were willing to drop on a team, that they wanted to do a team house and they wanted to do all these things, and I said, you know what, I'll give it one more shot with NME. And so yeah, I came back just kind of on a whim. Prior to NME, I had a lot of different esports experience. I also managed teams for about 3 or 4 years, but it was always a hobby. I worked at churches and did music and stuff like that, so it had no relevance to esports whatsoever. It did not help me at all, or prepare me at all for what we're doing now. So I did that, and like I said, I've always been involved with esports, or at least with League of Legends esports, for the last 4 years. So I was really well prepared in that aspect just because I had experience, I had the network already, I had the connections to the players and things like that. So I kind of already knew how the scene works prior to NME. See, we have Flares in the top lane. He's kind of our wild card. He's very quiet at first, but once you get to know him, he's like a little monkey. We have Trashy in the jungle. He's our Danish superstar. He's very troll, very toxic. He's got that typical European swag to him, but he's really good. Inox in the mid lane. Inox is quiet at first also. I think that's a common trait among all the players on our team. They're very quiet at first, they're very reserved. But I think Tyson's also a troll, but he's got dad jokes up the wazoo. So that's Tyson right there. We have Otter at AD carry, and he's how do you describe Brian? He's very flexible. He adapts very well to what the team needs. Whether we need him to be a consistent, supporty type of AD carry, or if we need him to be the head guy dealing the damage, he can do that. So he's really nice in a team environment.
You're about to get wrecked by 5 minutes.
What the f***? That's playing co-ops.
And then we have Body Drop support, and he basically does whatever. He's the same as Otter. I think our bot lane is very adaptable, very flexible. He whatever champions we need him to play, he plays, and he learns them pretty quickly. We're constantly being compared to teams in the LCS. We're being asked if we're going to be like TSM, or if we're going to choke and end up being like Coast and not win a lot of games. But I think at the end of the day, we want to play our game, we want to be NME, and I think we're going for that #1 spot.